Welcome back to the Barca Breakdown. My name is Youssef, and I'm here with my co-host Adam.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Please hit that subscribe button, because Youssef, we got a juicy topic to talk about today. I don't know if you're really ready for it, okay? Let's just cut right in, because we got this Getafe game on Sunday, and then a 2-week break until Sevilla for that little international break coming up.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
the thing, Youssef. Please tell me I'm going crazy or something's wrong here. Am I correct in hearing that Philippe Coutinho might wear the number 10 for Barca? How is that possible? The player to follow up Lionel Messi in the number 10 is going to be Coutinho?
I know, it's crazy, right? Like, you would think after all the bad vibes that have been coming off between the team and Coutinho, you wouldn't imagine that he would be taking the number 10 spot after a huge Lionel Messi exit. He was loaned out to Bayern Munich. He was criticized a ton when he first came onto the team, and he did okay, and then everything fell apart, and he just couldn't fill the void on the left side, or the spot on the left side, because it kind of wasn't his natural position, and it conflicted with the team and the play style, right? It is crazy that he's might be soaking up this number 10, but that goes to say the real issue behind is that we don't really have any numbers left. We have the number 25 spot, which is usually reserved for goalies, and then we have the number 10 spot, which was left by Lionel Messi. So, like...
Well, here's the thing, actually, man. I think it might be a perfect fit, even if we had another number left. I think giving Coutinho 10 might be really good. Because think about the other people. Aguero, Depay, Dembele, Fati, right? These are the players who might have gotten that number 10 jersey. Here's the thing. It's a lot of pressure, man. You're coming off of the greatest player of all time, Barca's most important player ever. You know, a man's shoes you could never fill. And so when we put Philippe Coutinho in those shoes, right, it does seem like he already has such low expectations that I don't think the pressure is going to weigh on him to perform even worse, right? If Coutinho went the whole season and didn't produce a single assist or a goal, we would not be too shocked, right? And, you know, it must be said, we were originally really big Coutinho fans when he first came. We thought it was a good trade, even though clearly in the first few months didn't really make sense because him and eventually Griezmann, they both seemed to kind of want to occupy the space that Messi was occupying. So it never really seemed to make sense. Even on Bayern Munich, though, Coutinho wasn't, you know, super great, although he did play some games in that treble season they had. So, you know, with Coutinho, I don't know. I think it makes a lot of sense. It gives us a chance to get a player who doesn't have a lot of expectations. He won't be ruined by the number. He won't have that weight on his shoulder. And then you think about it, the only other option now that we've given away most numbers this year, is Mingueza, right? And that's what kind of is a huge issue here, is that between Coutinho and Mingueza, we only have one number left, number 10. Like you said, 25 is for goalkeepers usually. And so what are we going to do? Because I want to see, honestly, both of them play this coming season. So what do you think? How can the team even start both of them? Because some rumors are saying, right, that Mingueza can't be signed until like January because of this whole number issue. What do you think is going to happen here?
Man, I think we don't really have a choice in this scenario. So Mingueza will have to be registered on the B team, and that won't allow him to probably play, like you're saying, until January, because we're still dealing with that kind of weird zone of having Umtiti and Pjanic. We can't get rid of them. The transfer window's closing. I doubt we're going to be able to get rid of them and clear up some numbers for Mingueza. So unfortunately, I think we're kind of stuck here. But at the end of the day,
it makes some sense, right? Because you know, thinking about it, we got Eric Garcia. Umtiti, the reports are that he's going to have to stay, and like the team is somehow positive on him again and think that he might be better this season. We also got Emerson, right? And so it looks like we have more depth on like the right back and center back position. And so Mingueza, he came in a lot and was really good. I felt like last season in like a back three, and I don't know how much we're going to be playing a back three this season. So, you know, I think if we have to choose one, it's going to be Coutinho, which is kind of a bummer because I know a lot of us were pretty big on Mingueza. But here's the thing, right? As we move on, Mingueza's coming back. Ter Stegen looks like he's finally back training and is going to be on the bench for this game, though he likely won't start until at least after the international break. And then Coutinho is also healthy. So we're getting some players back, but I do hear, and we all remember Pique got injured in that last game against Bilbao. So what's going on with injuries, Yus?
It's kind of wish-washy, right? Pique has that injury that he sustained, like you're saying, but he should be back already after the international break against Sevilla. And then there were some weird reports that I was reading that people are speculating that Depay had a injury after he scored that goal, which nothing has been confirmed by FC Barcelona. So at this point, I think he's completely healthy. Unless
I don't think we noticed anything about
no,
Depay really
I didn't
rubbing
see
his legs or
anything.
anything like that. I mean, that does worry me. I mentioned it to you when we were watching the game last weekend, but like Depay just seems he's got very muscular legs, and I just feel like that leaves you more at risk of getting some sort of muscular injury. I don't actually know if that's true, but there is something about the way he runs and like the way his body is composed that I feel like he might be injury prone, although, knock on wood, hopefully he won't be. And I'm not sure if he has a really big history of having too many injuries, but yeah, I thought these rumors coming up, I didn't really know where they came from.
Yeah, I think people were just watching the game and, Twitter, Facebook, everybody blows up with observations, and then, it just kind of spreads. Reddit as well. But, on a lighter note there, we have Pedri coming out for 2 weeks, which will really just mean he'll be missing Getafe, and then he gets another 2 weeks for international break, and then he'll be back for Sevilla. So that's a positive highlight. Hopefully,
and
that's...
a big positive, too. Like we said, it's good Pedri's getting rest, but the big thing is Jordi Alba. Right? After the first game of the season against La Real, he came out into the press and said, hey, it's not true. You guys are lying that, I don't want to take a pay cut. I'll do anything for the team. Well, he put his money where his mouth is, right? Now it's official. He's taken a 25% pay cut, and he's deferred some of his payments from this year to the next few seasons. So I'm really happy about that. He came out and said that, and then he followed through, and that's really what you want to see with players.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for too much more, right? We were criticizing him in a previous video saying, he needs to not be selfish. I'm glad that he did that, and it kind of shows that he's not Pique wasn't the only leader on the team, veteran, I should say. And then, there's also reports that Sergio Roberto is supposed to be taking a pay cut as well, but he doesn't really he doesn't really like the proposed offer that Barcelona is presenting to him, and then that goes to show
well, then leave, Sergi, right? I mean, thank you for your service. Peace. It looks like he's happy with offers from other teams. If that makes him happy, I think we should let him go, right?
For sure.
There's going to be some tense debates for the next few months. I can just tell on Barca Twitter, Barca Instagram, Barca whatever social media about Sergio Roberto, whether or not he's a serviceable sub, whether or not he's someone who doesn't provide anything. That first goal against La Real kind of gave him some leeway to start the season, but overall I think we're going to see Sergio Roberto is not the man for us, and so I don't mind if he goes on and goes somewhere else.
I haven't seen I totally agree. I haven't seen anybody on internet, Twitter, Reddit, any forum that says, yeah, we love Sergio Roberto, let's keep him.
No, dude, there are Sergio Roberto defenders.
How
you
many?
Normally wouldn't think there's a Lionel Messi hater, but we have you.
Oh my
God. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to have a pregame match for the Getafe game on Saturday. We're going to go live on Sunday before the game, even though it'll be about 8 a.m. here in California. But thank you guys so much. Let us know in the comments what you think about, Mingueza, Coutinho, the number 10 jersey. Have a nice week.
Thanks, guys.